Hello, everyone, and welcome to our module Spirituality and Care in Hospitals. This is my first unit, Frenemies, Spirituality and Religion, Spot the Differences and the Similarities. And this is Lecture 1, Narrative about Decline. It is common knowledge that society was religious once upon a time. Today, whether we like it or not, it is secular. There was a time where religion dominated people's lives. Education, family life, work, politics, and health care were all infused with religious meaning. Schools, hospitals, orphanages, for example, were all led by religious congregations and run as religious charities. Thus, sociologists consider the past as a golden age of faith. Now, religion, for those who still go to church, is mainly confined to Sunday morning and largely forgotten during the week. Moreover, it no longer informs or shapes the spheres of social life, and many think it should be divorced from politics. Schools and hospitals are increasingly run as for-profit organizations with no religious ties. And looking around in contemporary Western societies, we discover that, as you can see from this slide, attendance at religious services is declining. And even among Christian women who were in the past the hardcore of religion. At the same time, there is a shortage of priests. Religious vocations are falling, and religious organizations and leaders have lost their traditional degree of respect and authority in both their communities and public life. And they are criticized because while they ask the members to obey church's teachings and fund their initiatives, they themselves are found guilty of abuse and double lives. Atheism is growing, especially among younger people who sometimes communicate, announce their choice at family gatherings or at school. In addition, many churches, cathedrals, and monasteries all over Europe have been abandoned and therefore closed down or converted to different uses such as libraries and museums, as well as stores, gyms, pubs, luxury hotels, and spas. In each country, specialized websites allow people to buy churches and abbeys for private use. In order to account for the decline of religion in society, particularly relevant for Christian faith and the European geographical cultural context, as you can see from the NB in the last row, sociologists have developed the thesis of secularization, a process which is still in progress in the contemporary world. Secularization theory links the decline of religion with the rise of the industrial society, which has triggered some important changes such as rationality, bureaucratization, and impersonality. The capitalist economy based on the greatest possible profit in combination with the increased bureaucratization of the modern state, founded on impersonal legal norms and relationships, accelerated the process of modernity. In short, secularization increases with modernization. Since religion and modernity were seen as being antithetical, an increase in modernization implies a decrease in the power and influence of religion. And religion is seriously affected by this process. This is the thesis Weber's thesis of disenchantment of the world, which is very important and which is very famous. Everyday life is no longer enriched by magic and mystery as it once was. It is rather impoverished by a hard-hearted rationality, stressing efficiency and calculability. So science is seen as the new religion. Later, social scientists took up Weber's flag, accepting a decline in religion, leading inevitably to its ultimate disappearance. Peter Berger was one of the great contemporary sociologists of religion, wrote, "As there is a secularization of society and culture, so is there a secularization of consciousness." Put it simply, this means that the modern West has produced an increasing number of individuals who look upon the world and their own lives without the benefit of religious interpretations. And Berger's defines, as you can see here, secularization as the process by which sectors of society and culture are removed from the domination of religious institutions and symbols. Another very important definition of secularization is the one provided by Brian Wilson, another sociologist writing in the same period. He wrote, "The process whereby religious thinking, practices, and institutions lose social significance." And then, as some American sociologists write in Religion Matters, fewer and fewer of us think about our lives, food, work, and other aspects of our existence as needing, much less having, religious significance. So there is a vicious circle here. Religions lose their influence in society, causing fewer people to think and act religiously, which in turn further undermines religious influence until it disappears. But the predicted disappearance did not take place. Why not? As you can see all over the world, there are very important changes at the moment in the religious landscape. Worldwide fundamentalist religious revivals, perpetuation of traditional beliefs and rituals, rapid expansion of alternative spiritualities, which is New Age, well-being spirituality, eco-spirituality, esotericism, and then, most important, the American context as a counterexample of the secularization thesis. So, in conclusion, today, the secularization thesis, despite its previous success, is no longer an indisputed interpretation among sociologists of religion. There are heated debates about the merits and limits of the secularization thesis in explaining today's religion. But what is clear is that it is no longer sufficient to explain today's religion. Thank you very much. This is all for today. Let's stay in touch.